Hello everyone, Daniel Yuck here. Thank you all for tuning in today. I appreciate you. Today we're going to go ahead and take a first-hand and up-close look at POSCA paint markers. These are the POSCA paint markers that you see right here. We have an assortment of colors, and then we have some skin tone markers right here as well. Now these are all the same colors within each other, however they are different sizes. Now within this video I would like to go ahead and kind of just share my experiences with you all, show you some canvases that I've done with them. I want to show you all the markers up close, and should you have any questions at any point throughout this video, please feel free to drop them in the comments below, and I'm going to do my absolute best to assist you in the best possible direction. If you are interested in checking these out on your end, I will leave links in the description below so you can go ahead and do so. With that being said, let's just dive straight on into this. For me, I would use all sorts of paint markers growing up, especially in high school. I would use it to do graffiti on people's backpacks that asked me. I would, do graffiti on the side of their backpack straps and on the back of their backpacks, and sometimes on people's shoes and other items they requested. And I would also use various other brands. But right now, I want to go ahead and touch base on POSCA right here. As you can see, I have an assortment here. I have some larger size, I have some medium size, and some smaller size ones right here. Let me actually open up the boxes, or rather show you the boxes up close. And again, I am going to leave links in the description so you can check these out. This is what the box looks like, and all of the boxes are pretty much identical. The only thing that changes is the size of the markers. The colors are the same within the box, and I'll explain why I have the same colors in different sizes here shortly. As you can see, and I've had these for a while. As you can tell, I've used these often. Unfortunately, I wasn't making videos when I was doing canvases back then. So now when I do canvases, I will go ahead and record them and show you all up close videos of me creating canvases for you all. I will also start a website very soon where you all will be able to purchase those should you want to do so. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. And that's what the packaging looks like on those right here. And these are for, I guess, more, I'm gonna use these more for skin tone type colors. As you can see, that's what it does state right there, skin tones. And one thing that I do want to point out is most of these, I think all, if not all of these, are water based, and these are good for most surfaces. You can go ahead and use these on wood, you can use these on metal, you can use these on plastic. You get the idea. So let me actually show you them up close, and let me actually show you the chisels, or the tips rather. I'm sorry, not the chisels. And let me show you the different sizes. So here are the larger set that I have. Here is the medium set that I have, and again, I've had these for a while, so some of them may be low on ink. And then these right here are the smaller set, or the smallest ones that I have here. And these right here are, I think, around this size. So these are, the skin tones are going to be the same size as these, and this one as well. As you can see, we can actually kind of put that one in there. We haven't opened this one yet, but this one is also skin tone color. We can actually open it right here and actually unwrap this one on video with you all. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So how I open the plastic, I just simply turn the top. I'm able to remove that plastic off. Let me show you what they look like when you open them. So as you see, there's no ink in the chisel yet. I can take, or I'm sorry, in the tip yet, forgive me. So as you see, this is what the tip looks like right here. Let me actually zoom in. So that's what the tip looks like there. So it does give us a nice fine little point. You can actually, to get the ink, you just simply press like so. But before I do that, I'm actually going to shake it up. As you can hear, there is a marble to stir the ink in there. And actually all of them are like that. They're all like that. So they all have marbles inside to really stir the ink up. So for me though, having those inside, those marbles inside to stir the ink is everything. Gotta give them a little stir. There it goes. So as you can see, all of them do have marbles. And to activate the ink, or to get the marker flowing, it's very simple. So how I do it is I typically use the base of the marker, which is why you see a lot of them colored. Once you shake it, I simply press. Allow me to actually zoom in so we can really see that here. So when you press the ink, you'll see it right there start flowing down like so. I'm not sure if you can see that there. Let's press it again. Be careful with how much you press, because sometimes you can press an over, like a flood, and then you're gonna have a pool and kind of ruin your art. So whenever I do this, I always press onto something that is not the canvas that I'm working on. So as you see though, now the tip has that pigment in there, and we are now ready to rock, as you see. And that is how you do it. That is the exact same application for every single one. I would recommend doing it with the tip right there, because once you're done, you can literally just grab any sort of napkin and kind of just wipe while it's still fresh, and then use it every time. So let's say if you're not going to use this for another few days, and when you come back you're going to need to do that, kind of hold it, and you can, you know, hold it in a more controlled manner by pressing it. Also, the body right here, this does unscrew, but I never really have ever unscrewed them to put any more ink in there. I've never done that myself. I'm not sure if POSCA or if this specific brand makes refill inks that you can put into them. I'm not sure on that, so don't quote me, but what I'm going to do is just continue to touch base on the markers and show you them up close. So that was us unboxing one of them, so to speak, and you know, I showed you the ink flow and how to get that working. This is a jumbo size marker compared to that size. As you can see, there is a dramatic difference in size. And these are the jumbo tips there. I've never had a problem with this ink, and some of these may be dried out. Again, they are old, some of them. I remember when I was using them, I was already running low on ink. But as you can see, very, very nice, vibrant colors. And the fact that we have different sizes, I'm gonna get to why I do have different sizes, but I just kind of wanted to show you them up close here. This is what the marker looks like. So feel free to pause at any time so you can go ahead and check these out on your end, and you can read all of this should you choose to do so. These are the jumbo tips right here. As you can see, very, very vibrant. I personally like to use the tops for that, and then you can just kind of clean it. It comes right off. Very, very easy, very, very straightforward. Let's go ahead and take a look over here at the smaller ones. As you can see, we have various assortments. This is one of my favorite colors. Smaller ones are the same build, however the only thing that changes is the size, and as you can see, the colors are the same as well, from the jumbo to the mediums there. And then this is the size of these right here, and these are the mediums. So let me actually grab this one right here, the jumbo, and open that, put the cap up top so I can compare them. So you can see right off the bat, there is a dramatic difference right here in the size. And that to me is very, very important. That right there is everything. I need to have different sizes. Sometimes I'm not gonna need this size because I'm gonna need to fill larger areas. Sometimes I'm not gonna need to fill larger areas. I'm gonna need to be more precise with where I'm putting the ink. That's what these are for. And there's also another caliber where, let me actually just grab it out right here while those are open. I don't wanna keep them open too long. As you can see, this is the smallest one right here. Show you up close as well. And then these right here, this is different. This is not even like it's just a completely different type of tip, that smaller one, as you can see. So these are all the same colors, just different sizes. And to have the ability to use the different sizes and have the same color, again, I'm going to show you that why, I guess for me, it just makes for a better read on the artwork that I am doing. But you can see those sizes right there. I'm not sure if this little one has any ink in there. As you can see, it needs to be mixed up a little bit, but you can see that little fine line that it produces. It's a very, very, very thin line. It just needs to be shaken up quite a bit. But as you can see though, the various sizes that they come in, it is very, it does give us a lot more dynamic. It does give us more range, so to speak, within the art that we are creating. Allow me to show you some canvases that I've done with these. Okay, so here's a canvas that I have not completed. However, you can kind of really see the colors here and how they really pop there. They're really vibrant colors. They're really right there in your face. As you can see up top though, there does need to be some more work here. We do need to go over that pink there. As a matter of fact, I may be able to actually kind of just demonstrate and color a bit here with you all. Let me actually zoom in some more. I don't want to blur out. So how I'm going to approach it is I'm just going to start filling in these areas. As you can see, there is like a tint of like some sort of pink. And since I already have ink flowing, I'm not going to press it just yet. And I'm barely pressing any pressure at all. Like I'm actually letting the brush, the tip of the brush do all of the work for me. I can kind of feel the ink pool getting a little bit weaker, so I'm going to want to use a cap. I'm going to take it away from the canvas simply because I don't want to have an overspill of ink. Sometimes when you do press, there can be an overspill of ink. Again, it is paint, so that's something you just want to be super careful with. Let me actually bring this down so that way I can do this on frame with you all. And as you can see though, the Posca paint is covering over that tint that I needed to cover there, and it does look great. It reads well, it looks beautiful, it looks nice. I'm very happy with that look. I'm just going in one direction, left to right. Try not to go up and down, just to keep a cohesive layer of paint going over the canvas there. And I will go ahead and do more tutorials, or if you want, you know, elaborate on my thought process when I create canvases. If you want me to do so, feel free to drop a comment below. But as you can see though, just from that little demonstration, you can get the power of these Posca paint markers, and that right there, that demonstration alone is one of the many reasons why I choose to use you know, this specific brand paint markers over most, or why I choose to use paint markers over, let's say, colored pencils, just because I have that ability. However, there is a downside. As you can see, you do have to wait for it to dry. That can take anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. It just really depends on, you know, what happened. Let's say if you try to get more ink and you press down and more ink spilled out than you needed, then it's going to take longer. You get my drift with that. But that can show you the true power of these paint markers. They really have some beautiful colors. These are really vibrant. Allow me to go ahead and show you some more canvases here that I've done. As you can see, here is another one. Let me kind of zoom out and move these to the side. As you can see, here's another little one. As you can see though, the blue does need to be covered back up, and that blue, all those areas were covered with the jumbo marker, of course, when I was mentioning, you know, a larger area to fill. Here is another one right here. These are all just for fun, when I was actually getting back in groove with it, just trying to, you know, do some fun stuff with it. Here, this is gonna come more to life, but you can see that white in there as well with that red. That red is beautiful. Now here's a good example to explain why I prefer to have different sizes of the same color, because as you can see, for example, on the white highlights right there at the very end, you see how that area comes out to a fine chisel point. If I was using a thicker marker, it wouldn't work like that. And you can see a lot of them are like that. A lot of them go into fine little points, which to me adds a bit more interest. And I wouldn't be able to do that with a thicker size white. So therefore, that's why it's important for me to have the same color in multiple sizes, so that way I can get looks like that. And the same thing with right here, as you can see, these little edges with the ground, as you can see, they go to tight little points. That's what I'm talking about. Same thing right there. So therefore, on the read of it, it makes for a much more better read, in my opinion. Same thing with this right here, so we can go into those fine little points like that. We can add those fine little details and do all of that, as you can see. So that's why I prefer to have the same color in multiple sizes. And then I'm not sure if, I don't know if this one was fully with Posca, but I can show you it as well. This is a wild style graffiti piece that I've done as well. So you can see the idea behind it and why I choose to like paint markers. This one could use a touch up as well. This one's really old. This one's like, I think 6-7 years old maybe. This one's old. But yeah, you get the idea behind it. Vibrant colors. I love these. These are a lot of fun. I've done more. I did some office ones that I wish I can show you all, but unfortunately I don't have access to those anymore as I sold those. But you can see right here though, these are beautiful markers. Let me show you the skin tones as well. Maybe some of you might be curious about those up close. And these skin tones up close, you can see them right there through the packaging. Let's see here. As you can see, those are the skin tones that are available. These almost look the same right here. Not too sure if they are. No, I don't believe so. No, those are definitely not the same. However, those are awfully close. As you can see, ivory, one's beige, one's ivory. Those are the skin tones that I have available to me at the moment. But there you all have it. If you're interested in, you know, trying out some new paint markers and you haven't tried these out, I highly recommend checking out this brand. All in all, from me though, I can highly recommend these markers to anyone who is looking for markers or paint markers to use, and for multiple reasons. If you're going to be using these around your loved ones or kids, these don't have any harsh stenches or anything like that. So I would highly recommend, you know, you can, you know, use these with your children should you choose to do so. Not only that, they also have beautiful, vibrant colors. Those two reasons alone for me are more than enough to check them out and test them out to see how they work. Now, yet again, should you have any questions, drop them down below. Again, I am going to leave links in the description below so you can go ahead and check these out. If you're not, be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as I'm going to be bringing more videos like this and up close canvas work as well for you all. I also have social medias all under the same name. I do have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok under the same name at Daniel Yuck, DANIELYUCK. I would truly appreciate the support on there. Yet again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for me. Thank you very much. You all have a great day.